I'm going to start running out of time here. I want to end up with a painting on here, but I don't want to see these lines, okay? So I'm going to take my kneaded eraser and go over this. And I basically want to get it light enough where I need to be able to see the drawing. I want to see the drawing, but I really don't want those lines popping out. So I'm just going to do that here. I could do it down here too, but this is a little less important because it is more like studies we're going to do. And then what I want to do is I'm going to take this value chart that I used to trace, and I want to match these values here, okay, with my watercolor paint. I have to brine my brush. Okay. Oh, here it is. Okay. And then so much stuff. Okay, so I want to match these. I want to try to match these here. Now your color might be a little different. Maybe there's more of a phthalo blue than an ultramarine, but the value I want to match, okay? So if I start here with the light value, okay, I go back to my wash. I start my light value, okay? See. Okay, so that I'm going to, now the way I can do this is I can squint. I was going to make another area for testing, so you can kind of do that on the side here. I can go like this, and then what I do is I put this next to it, and I literally squint because it removes the color more and it helps me see it. And so this is too dark. This is more like this value here. Actually, it's getting closer to this value here. So what I could do, so I have to think, what am I going to do then? I got to lighten this up. I could add more water. Or, you know, I could start over maybe in a little well here. Okay, that's still too dark. So I know I'm kind of all over the place here, but we're going to run out of time, so I'm kind of.
So we're matching the four.
You're matching the four values, okay?
The four values of the.
Yeah. So I'm going to try to match those by squinting at them. And you don't need that much. Like, see, I'm putting that in this well here, these color wells actually. Okay, and I'm going to match that. Now what I suggest you do, if you can, put them in like the color well. I would do that because you're going to be using it later here. So you already have your washes figured out. Okay, now I know it's going to draw a little bit lighter, but actually that's pretty close. So I'm bringing it up here, matching it. It looks pretty close. Okay, so then I'll come to this one. I think that needs a little more color in it. Yeah, that looks like pretty good. Okay, so I go with this. Okay, not too bad. Okay, I'm going to just try to mix up 4 separate values in my little color wells here. Okay, so that's pretty dark, that's too dark. It's pretty close, but maybe a little more water. Squint at it. Drop a couple drops in there. And go with that. And pretty close, pretty close. This one got lighter, so you know it dries. They dry lighter. So, but it's still enough different, and I'm probably okay. Then I'll do the final one. I'll add a lot of pigment here. I'll just start doing this, see how much we can get done here. The head, the chicken head, we're going to do it the lightest. So what I would do is just go back, since I've already made up my little washes, I go back to my lightest wash, which I think is this one, right? And I'm going to paint the head. And I'm going to paint it just like we did the other ones, just like our other washes. I want to get a nice even wash. Okay, paint the three heads with your lightest wash. Try to get a nice even wash, just like you did on the other ones, okay? Then on the wing, we'll do the second. Let's see, where's the second one? Is that it? Yeah. The second darkest on the wing. Bye-bye. Okay. So that's pretty close to this, but it is a little bit darker. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, then when I do the body here, okay, when I'm doing the body, I got to paint around the wing. Okay, so that's where it's tricky. So you want to tilt up so you get that paint flowing down. Whoops. So this is where, you know, trying to paint up to the edge as well as get the wash working is where you get a little more of a challenge going on. That's why I'm having you do this a couple times, because it takes a little practice, and if you do it a couple times, you get a better feel for how to. Try to do the best you can, but then once you're done, just leave it alone, because if you go back in and try to correct something, it's going to it'll be worse. Just kind of let it go, because watercolor is meant to have this kind of watery look to it. Okay.